Hey everyone, welcome back to Poplar Preparedness. This is another food shortage update. Reports coming from around the world. Particularly this report, we have a whole bunch of people checking in from Australia, a few people from the UK. Situations in those countries seem to be getting worse in the last days. We have South Africa checking in, and of course the eastern United States seaboard is reporting chicken breast shortages up and down the coast. So we will get into those reports as well. Let's jump right into those reports. Bird flu update. We started with 518 million chickens in the United States, and we are at 37.5 million killed in the last 3 months. May 11th, another 200 birds in 5 backyard flocks across 3 states were put down. May 12th, 410 birds in 6 backyard flocks in 4 states were put down. Not too big numbers in the last couple days, but I can see a few of the reports coming in the coming days that have larger numbers once again. So hopefully it doesn't spike up, but we still see this slow burning inside the United States. Canada has started issuing more warnings due to a spike of cases up there, supposedly. All right, Food Production Watch. Mother Spinning Plates has this to say, and I checked into it. I just received this message from the food sharing business I volunteer with. Multiple UK businesses are currently recalling various products containing chicken. This is due to a potential contamination with salmonella. This means that the products are a possible health risk for anyone who may consume them. So I did some interneting and found on the Wales Online had this to say: a huge number of chicken products, including sandwiches and wraps, sold at Aldi, Tesco, Sainsbury, Waitrose, Co-op, and M&S have been recalled due to a possible salmonella contamination. So apparently there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of products that have been recalled, and as you just heard, that is quite a few different shops and retail outlets that are doing those recalls all simultaneously in the UK. A good bit of chicken taken offline. We had 550,000 pounds of chicken recalled previously in the United States due to the pre-cooked chicken being recalled. So it sounds similar, honestly, but it's just more chicken being pulled off the retail shelves. And where's it coming from? Where's it getting replaced by, right? All right, let's get into your reports of what you're seeing on the store shelves and also what you're seeing in businesses and such. Please do keep your reports coming. People find these very helpful. Linda C., North Georgia. We had a dinner at church last night, not a big church. We had a very hard time finding fresh, boneless chicken breasts. We had people checking different stores in different places. Had to drive a long way and bring it home in a cooler. We are also having more requests for food from our food ministry. And to that, we also want to just say thank you for your work with your food ministry. Anyone who's out there helping people who are struggling to get food, that is an awesome thing that you're doing, particularly if you're doing it through nonprofits and such like that, not through government organizations. Just more efficient, private-wise. Brian M., I would be surprised if it doesn't get worse. I'm a semi-owner driver that's leaving next month and not delivering food anymore. Imagine paying $37,000 a year for insurance and well over $110,000 a year in diesel fuel now. Each fill-up is $1,400 now, and the rates for shipping are dropping. My last month. Brian M. is quitting. Princess Warrior, Sam's Club, Hendersonville, Tennessee. No cornstarch, no flour. Big veggie cans are very low. Regular cans are okay. I imagine we're talking about the number 10 cans. Had 6 rolls ground beef, 80-20. I took 2 10-pound rolls to can. Tons of paper towels and TP. Salt very low. 1 pallet. Low sugar, barely any cheap pasta and sauce. But they had Barilla pasta. No evaporated milk. Random boxes of spices put there. Very low minced garlic, chicken bouillon, and lemon juice. Very low on bacon bits. 5 large mayonnaise left. White rice low, but jasmine and basmati good. Some little bowls of fruit very low. Took last jar of Folger instant coffee. Tons of toilet paper and paper towels to ceiling everywhere. Cooking oils barely there. Canned meat fine. Nuts low. Sad to see no rotisseries cooking. Once again, that is Hendersonville, Tennessee. Madam K in northeast Wisconsin. There is no canned shrimp. We haven't had canned shrimp in over a month. All the carts, boxes, and displays that were in the center aisles are gone at my local store, and they did have some chicken last night. Pastas are about half full. Milk was about a quarter full. No creamers or peanut butter. Peanut butter is getting hit pretty hard here. Hardly any ramen or rice. The baking aisle has shrunk down to about a quarter of an aisle where it used to be 2 full rows. Parrot Africa says, my friend in the USA, in Nevada, says she has to go from store to store to find what she needs. Eggs are expensive. And then also follow-up comment, yeah, food shortages are getting worse. Prices are high in South Africa as well. There are lots of imports we can no longer get in South Africa. Ground beef is 100 Rand a kg now, which is about 6.2 USD for a kilogram. We also go to different stores 2 to 3. Now, so if you're thinking, hey, three-ish bucks for a pound of ground beef sounds actually pretty good. Remember that South Africa actually raises a lot of their own beef, and prices for beef there have tended to be lower than other countries. Michelle's Garden, Australia says, spoke with my friend that's a night shift manager at a major store. They said that it doesn't matter which chain it is in Australia right now, there's a serious problem regarding supplies. For some of the supplies it involves, they don't exist, and for others, the big issue is still the cough cough. No one's talking about how many staff can be off work at any one time currently with the germ. That some have had it more than once. That a lot of people are suffering with burnout type exhaustion. They haven't quit, but are recovering still. That's adding to the woes. I know that the place that my sister runs had 7 staff off all at the same time last week. Makes it exhausting for those who are left. Steve H. in Kotara, New South Wales, Australia. The Aldi store. No Mexican foods, including black beans. Noticed toilet paper stacked where cereal normally is. Heaps of dog food and cat litter. In general, have noticed food prices are increasing and fresh produce decreasing in quality. We buy veg seeds to grow, have noticed stocks are low and out of stock, and need to shop around to many stores for seed stock purchases. The local government has cut in half the tax on fuel to buffer increases in living costs. This will be reversed in a couple of months and will be interesting to see how this will impact food prices when the fuel prices are instantly increased overnight. And just an aside, conversations that I've had, and I want to toss this out to you guys to see if you guys are seeing the same thing. Is anyone else having issues starting seeds this year? I've heard from several folks saying that they've heard from other folks that seed quality seems to be down pretty significantly this year. A lot of seeds that are being planted just aren't growing this year. If you're seeing more of an issue than prior years, please let us know about that. Michelle V. Went to Walmart today. One thing among many, the dog food aisle used to be an entire aisle, was gone. We turned the corner and 8 bags on an end cap. When I say it was gone, they eliminated the aisle. Tricia C., South Central Texas. Went to Sam's today and in SA, and there was plenty of large bags of rice. No pasta except Suddenly salad and Kraft mac and cheese boxes. Looked up, and it looked full, but it was filled with miscellaneous items, water, diapers, etc. There was a lot of junk food. Things appeared normal, but when you really looked, you were low or missing. Meat section seemed low. Butter was $13.78, and there wasn't a lot in the dairy section. O'Brudair in Ireland, time to panic. In Ireland, Lidl, Aldi, and Dunn's stores didn't have any potatoes. Okay, folks. Some people say that might be an overstatement, time to panic, but when the Irish run out of potatoes, that does sound like an emergency. All right. Stores didn't have any potatoes. Never, ever seen it in my life. Along with the people gathered around the aisle where they are stocked. Everyone was shocked. Meat all in good supply, though. Just a staple veg not to be seen anywhere. Dog food the same. Searched everywhere, including Euro shops like Mr. Price and so on. None available. No dog food, no potatoes. In the end, a Dunn's store employee went off and found bags for me that they only just got delivery of dog food, at least. All right, Mike M. In Kansas City today, my nearby Aldi has no hams in the store. Absolutely zero hams. Didn't ask anyone, just wondering if this was a thing or just temporary. To answer that, I have not heard ham shortage out there from anyone else just yet. It may just be a restocking issue. But if anyone else is seeing a sudden disappearance of hams, please let us know. Sandra M. I just left Walmart and Hannaford in Calais, Maine. It's a French name, so I'll pronounce it like over in France, Calais. No chicken breasts at either store. I picked up 3 whole chickens since there were 5 of those left. Okay, so Maine, no chicken breasts. Remember, we already had a report from Georgia, no chicken breasts. DL says, went to Aldi in central North Carolina this weekend. They had chicken breasts, limit 2 packages. Went back a couple hours later for soil, and it was all gone. No chicken breasts then. Glad I got mine on the first trip. Still $1.99 a pound. Debbie N. Walmart here in Northwest Houston, Texas. No ice cream, which is also another emergency, folks. Florida Ray. My Tampa, Florida Aldi is out of chicken for a week or 2 now. So we're from Maine all the way down to Florida, potentially. Chicken shortages at the very least. S-Gast. This isn't a food shortage, but might be interesting to some of you. I live in Germany, and in the beginning of the year, we decided to get a heat pump as it made sense for us. We just got a call that they can install the pump in September as expected. It normally takes about 6 months, now a little bit longer with transportation issues. The installer told us that he has 86 orders for heat pumps and he is only getting 5 from the supplier this year. Self-Reliance Tip of the day, and this is going to be partly inspired by that last one. Get your heat/AC systems inspected. Get them fixed up if you need to, or learn how to do it yourself, right? Heat next winter may be brutal, so start thinking about how you're going to heat your home next winter. This is for all of us in the Northern Hemisphere. If you're in the Southern Hemisphere, winter is just getting started, and you should also be thinking about how you're going to heat this winter, right? Start planning on getting wood. If you're in the Northern Hemisphere and you have all summer to kind of work on this, figure out where you're going to get wood, if you're going to use that or other fuels. If you need to top up oil for oil heat or more propane, whatever, top those things up as soon as you can because we don't know when those things are going to start disappearing. Start thinking ahead, right? Also, if you want to look into passive solar air/water heaters, that might be something to look into. You can get roof-mounted passive solar water heaters for heating your water in your home. You can also heat your home with solar air generators, and you can do those yourself, actually. If you have an HOA, you probably can't get away with it, but if you can kind of do your own thing on your property, you might want to look into doing a large solar. Basically, you build a box, and you can do. If you look up on YouTube, tin can solar heaters, that kind of a thing. Basically, it's a box, and you put a bunch of tin cans in there to make these channels. And you spray paint them black, put glass over it, and it will start heating the air in the box in the sunlight, and then bring that air back into your house. And also, if you haven't planted your garden yet, plant your garden. It's important, folks. Do what you got to do. If you need to reprioritize a few things in your life, I'm not saying like kick family out of your priorities or God out of your priorities, but if you need to kick some TV or some other priorities out in order to get out there and get planting and get the work done, do that. All right, folks, that's what I got for you. Steve Poplar, out.